Alright, let's break down what just happened between the United States and China, because the new 2025 trade agreement is a really big deal, but it can also sound like a lot of political noise if you don't know what's actually going on. So, quick rewind. For years, the US and China, the world's two biggest economies, have been locked in a trade war. Tariffs, threats, and a lot of back and forth. When President Trump returned to office in January 2025, he ramped things up even more, slapping a baseline 10% tariff on all imports and way higher tariffs, up to 145% on Chinese goods. China fired back with their own tariffs, and at one point, it was honestly a mess. Fast forward to now, June 2025. After months of tense negotiations, there's finally a breakthrough. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick announced that they've reached what he calls a framework, not a full solution, but something that cools things down. Here's what's in it. First, tariffs. Both sides agreed to keep tariffs much lower than they were at the peak. U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods are now down to 30%, and China's tariffs on American goods have dropped to 10%. That's a huge relief for companies and honestly for anyone who buys stuff made overseas. So, pretty much everyone. Second, rare earths. The stuff that's in everything from your smartphone to electric cars. China has a near monopoly here, and now they've agreed to make it easier for U.S. companies to buy these crucial minerals and magnets. In return, the U.S. will lift some mysterious restrictive measures on Chinese businesses. Third, visas. The U.S. has agreed to stop trying to revoke the visas of Chinese students studying at American colleges, which is a big deal for thousands of students and for international education in general. But, and this is important, this isn't the end of the story. The agreement doesn't actually solve the biggest issues like intellectual property theft or China's massive trade surplus. It's basically a timeout. Both sides have until August 12th to hammer out something more permanent. So, what does this mean for you? Cheaper goods maybe, and a little less uncertainty in the global economy. But don't be fooled, this is just a truce, not peace. The US is also making deals elsewhere, like with the UK and, well, not with Canada. There's a lot still up in the air. That's your quick breakdown of the 2025 US-China trade deal. If you want to know more as the story develops, stick around. See you next time.